have you seen people start being, I don't want to say sexually intimate, but like cuddling, kissing, making out, handsy? Do we eventually have to shut it down? Like, you know how this could accidentally, despite being consensual, get out of control like a tumbleweed rolling down a hill? It starts with the cuddle, and we're literally 18 people, orgy fist deep in our neighbor. Like, how do we stop that?
Did you just say that?
Oh my God. Hi, friends. This is Wildly Unprepared, the show where I get to talk to the most incredible people I've never met and know absolutely nothing about. Like, literally nothing. It's all a complete mystery to me. I'm your unprepared host and new best friend, Tyler Mount. Each episode, myself and my other best friend, Ashley,
hi girls,
producer to the stars, aka me, gossip and kiki about life and talk to some of the most interesting people on the planet. I hope you're prepared, because I'm certainly not.
Can I tell you the craziest deal that I just got on Uber Eats? Like, it's actually insane.
Let's hear. I can't wait.
Insanity. So guess how much all of this costs. I ordered Dos Toros. And I don't like to order because I don't like to spend money that I don't have. But I ordered Dos Toros. I got a burrito with steak, a burrito bowl, a side of chips and queso. And guess how much that was?
A burrito bowl.
Yeah.
A burrito.
With steak.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm charged. You're spending typically at least $48 plus tax tip delivery. So I would say somewhere in the range of $55.
$25 all in.
Oh,
I was like, I can't not order because,
Ash.
listen, they were giving free burrito bowls with a $15 purchase, and my burrito was $16. Then I had a 40% off promo if I spent $25, and I went, and my $16 burrito with the bowl free cost $25 with all the delivery fees. And I was like, that's weird. Let me just try to get to 25, see what it is. End up just spending $25.
You're
So it's
like on the
basically
Price
free
is
chips
Right.
and queso and a free burrito bowl.
And you can portion that out across multiple days, right? So you can live off that for at least a fucking week.
I know. The unfortunate thing is I do have groceries for once. So.
That's not unfortunate. That's good.
Well, I'm just like I never let anything go to waste. That's why I play it fast and loose with food expiration.
Fast
things.
and loose with food expiration.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm the exact opposite, as you will know.
The
I'm
food
like,
you
if
throw
it's
out, I would
expiring next
eat.
week. No,
Like,
I'm like, it's expiring next week. It's about to give me salmonella. So it has
But
to
even
go.
like the meal prep, like I play it fast and loose with that.
Oh, I would
like
never.
you throw it out and I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have just eaten it. I just like can't throw out food unless it's like actually bad.
Well, I feel like, okay, that's fair. I'm going to sound like a crazy, wasteful, ungrateful human over here. But
Well,
I'm like,
I don't think you're
I
like
throw it
in
all
the
out.
minority. A lot of people do because there are like food rules. But
Wait,
that's
do you
why
take
anyone
food home
like
from a restaurant in New York City?
I would, yeah. I mean, I typically, as a proud member of the Clean Plate Club, never have food left. But yeah, 100% I would.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done that. If it doesn't get in my gullet, it stays on the table. I'm not carrying a to-go box on the subway.
I am. That's what anytime someone asks me, they're like, oh, do you think this is safe to eat? I was like, I don't ask me about food safety because like I just eat it. If it's there, I'll eat it. You might get sick. I won't because my stomach was raised on Taco Bell and I'll never get sick.
You do
Knock
have an
on wood.
unnatural affinity for Taco Bell, but we knew this about you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Ashley.
Sorry.
Ashley, we're obviously well deep into our next podcast episode, in case you are just tuning in halfway through the intro. Now that we've discussed food safety, my favorite topic.
Favorite topic.
What's been happening with you this week, Snugglebug?
Oh my God. What hasn't been happening? I actually just learned a lot about money laundering. It's not what I thought it was. So
Wait. Okay. Do tell. Let's hear.
I don't know what I thought it was, but I was taking, like the corporate compliance training, like
wait, you're 9 to
corporate
5.
security. Yeah,
Love.
9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This podcast makes me do a lot of
Can you
that.
imagine we required? Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you constantly are making me do compliance training. But the one I was watching was like money laundering, and it like goes through what money laundering is. And I don't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was like you just had money, like a lot of it, and weren't paying taxes on it, I guess. But then it was like going through like the different steps of like how you obtain the money. Then you have to like get
Run
it
it
back
through a
in the
business.
market, get it
Yeah.
clean. I was like, oh, that's all the money laundering. Because I always think about like if I find like cash on the street, like, yeah, a good Samaritan, you would turn it in. I wouldn't. I'm poor as hell. But like if I go to the bank, are they going to be like money laundering?
No, you would like start a car wash and you would take the $25,000 and you would pay for the services that you are in charge of owning, right?
No,
So
no,
you would
no, no,
take the
no. But
$25,000 to your car wash and pay yourself, and that
no, if I
quote unquote
was
cleans some money.
like, yes, if I was like in the business, but I'm like, would I be accidentally money laundering if I just went to the bank with all this cash and didn't know where it came from?
I don't think that's money laundering. That defeats
I don't
the purpose
either.
of
I
laundering.
think I didn't pay
because the
attention.
money isn't clean. Money laundering implies that you knowingly fed it back through a company to erase
Also,
the steps of where you found it.
sorry, you just saying that, I never put together like laundering, like laundry, like cleaning.
You clean the money.
That is so crazy. No, I just thought it was like having all this money you weren't paying taxes on. So when everyone was like, oh, that's a front for like a scam, money laundering, I was just like, oh, yeah, like they're doing like drugs in the back. Like I had no idea what I was talking about.
No, this is a common conspiracy theory. I'm not saying I believe it.
Like
Don't
Mattress
come for
Firm?
me. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going. You've heard that like Mattress Firm allegedly is a big money laundering scheme. I mean,
Yeah.
how many mattresses are people actually purchasing from a mattress firm brick and mortar? The answer is
Well,
none.
I've bought 2 in my lifetime.
Wait, really? From a mattress firm?
Yeah. My bed right here is from Mattress Firm. And then my bed that I have at home is from Mattress Firm.
Okay, you're keeping him in business.
No, I
One
literally
mattress at
am.
a time. I'm so lazy now. I'm just like gonna buy my favorite Casper.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Throw it on in.
I did get my beds before Casper was a thing, just like to be clear.
Well, shouldn't you get a new bed then? Casper's been around for like a decade. Don't you need like a new
Okay.
mattress?
Not in a decade. I got this when I moved here.
Which was when?
I don't know. You were there.
Casper existed when you moved here?
It wasn't like as big because I remember you getting a Casper at one point, but I was already here with my Mattress Firm bed, you know? Like I think it was like new.
The first day I moved to New York City, my dad did take me to a mattress firm, and that's where I got my
See?
first mattress. Yeah, I
Okay,
did. I mean,
see,
like, you
you
need a
kept
mattress
him.
that day. You got to go to mattress firm, baby.
You gotta go to Mattress Firm. And it's,
I'm
I
more
think
of
they
a,
deliver it easily. Like it was just
easy,
like,
same day.
it made sense. Same day.
I'm more of a mattress giant because I have that catchy theme song.
I don't know what that is. That wasn't
When
around
you
to
want
me.
that, ooh, I feel, come to Mattress Giant. If you want
I thought it was
that,
gonna be
ooh,
more
I feel, you got the best price for that, ooh, I bet. It's only a
This is long.
Mattress Giant. Ooh, ah. That's a
Oh
Mattress
my God,
Giant
wait,
theme
do you
song.
know what that reminded me of?
The
For
Mattress
a minute,
Giant
I
theme
was gonna
song.
be like, no, I don't know what that is. I was gonna be like, wait, did 98 Degrees sing that? But have you seen all the videos of the 98 Degree like reunion concert where every single clip they're not even singing one of their songs? So I'm like, what is this?
I'm like,
Do you know what
I
I'm
wasn't
talking
a
about?
98. No, I'm not even like a 98 Degree fan. I was like an NSYNC fan, followed by
Same.
maybe Backstreet, but like
Same.
certainly not 98 Degrees.
No, we had the 98 Degrees like CD in my house. They had like one big song, but I was a Jessica Simpson fan. And then I was a
Oh,
fan of their show on
what?
MTV.
98
Newlyweds.
Degrees?
No, Jessica
Well, I was
Simpson
like,
and
98
Nick
Degrees did not
Lachey.
have a TV show.
No, but Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson did.
I
Hashtag Chicken of the
love that.
Sea.
Pieces
Who
of Me
didn't?
spin off, honey.
Yeah, but I just cannot. Every time I see a video of this, I'm like, I'm just watching this whole concert against my will. It's so awkward. It's giving like dad's garage band. Like, I'm like, who asked you to do this? Who paid to go
Are they
see
selling
it?
well?
I don't think so because
Backstreet
everyone
goes
is
to the Sphere in
well,
Vegas,
okay, Backstreet
and
Boys
they
is
sell
very
really well.
different. Well,
I'm
that
not
is
arguing
very
that.
different.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
And
saying.
I
That's
just
what I'm
like these
saying.
videos are insane. Like insane. Like I could do the choreo.
Well, it's
And
also like
also they're
Justin
never
Timberlake.
singing their own songs. I'm like, it's so confusing to me.
Well, that's the point. What songs do they actually have to sing?
And this I promise you.
What was that?
That's
98
the only one I
degrees.
know. Oh,
Oh,
nope. Kate saying no. Kate saying no. What is that? I think that's NSYNC, honestly.
that's NSYNC. The
I
NSYNC.
was
We're
an
getting
NSYNC
word from the control
girly.
room. That's NSYNC. Yeah.
NSYNC. Wait, 98 degrees famous song. I'm
Song.
typing with one finger.
What did we find out?
The hardest thing. Oh, because of you. Was that?
Because
Oh,
of
no,
you,
I do
I'm
cherish you.
not
That
straight.
one we know. We know that one. I
Which
do.
one?
I do cherish you. I swear. You
This
know it?
I do. I cherish you. I don't know how it goes. I've never heard that.
Me either. I don't remember. But anyway,
Okay.
your mattress giant and 98 degrees could do a mashup. So
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay,
Squeeze.
Ashley.
Is it that
As
lucky
invigorating as that Mattress Firm recap was. I think it's time. I'm getting an itching for a guest. Who do
Oh
we
my
have
God,
today,
is
Ashley?
that your rash?
No, I don't
Okay.
have a rash anymore. We got rid of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Okay.
Who do we have
here's
today?
my question before I clue you in.
Okay, let's hear.
Do you want me to try to get you to get it on one clue or drag it out? Because this is one that I low-key think you could get in one.
Okay.
But
Let's
I'm
try
like,
to
do
get
I
it in
save
one.
that one? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this person's profession is something that you and I together would say we could do. And not only that, we have come up with different techniques on how to do it.
I don't know if I'm going to get this in one because there are
That's
many
okay.
things that you and I would
This
love to
is
do
just
because we could do it
us,
together.
though. I
Okay.
know, but it's not like that. It's like we've said a million times that we could make a career out of this.
We can
You
make
and
a career out of it.
We have a technique.
We have a we do have a technique. We do have a technique for one thing.
Hit me with the technique. This is going to be bad.
Wait, I don't.
If you don't.
Okay. Well, we do have a technique for a specific way you and I together make the bed.
Oh, that was good, but
Therefore,
that's not it.
We are meeting a sexy stripper maid.
Yeah. Okay. So this is awkward now because I made it really clear that it was like an us thing. But anyway, I'll keep going.
We do have a special technique to make the bed together.
We do. We
can share that later.
Forgot.
Okay.
Later.
Okay, keep going.
When we get a professional bed maker, we could share that one. Okay. This job involves creating safe spaces for people.
Safe spaces. Are we thinking like a padded room? Like, are we thinking like a psychiatrist who works at a mental hospital?
No.
Okay, great.
No, we didn't invite your psychiatrist here today.
HIPAA.
I'm
Okay,
just
final clue.
joking.
Give it to me.
Final clue. This person's job is best done in comfy clothes.
Oh. Gosh, you and I have a technique about it. It's making spaces safe.
Yeah.
And it's best done in comfy clothes. Is it like is it a professional cuddler?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes, swear to God.
Oh my God.
And not only that, she has chosen to spend her birthday with us today.
Wait, it's her birthday.
Today. And we are meeting Jean Franzblau, who is a professional cuddler, and also a Hollywood intimacy coordinator.
A professional cuddler, intimacy coordinator.
Yeah, that was like the safe space thing. You got it?
Oh, I got it. Intimacy coordinator. This is how you
comfy
make out with
clothes,
Jude Law.
PJs, cuddling. You know,
Cuddling.
our technique, the snuzzling. If anyone's curious.
What? We have a technique of snuggling?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get into it. Jean, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for being our guest.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I can't wait to talk with you.
Let's dive in. All I know is that you have my dream job. You have Ashley's dream job. A little bit of intimacy coordination, but we're here to talk about professional cuddling. Okay. Give me the nitty
Mhm.
gritty. What is professional cuddling outside of the obvious? How does one get involved in professional cuddling, and like how much cuddling are you actually doing?
That's such a great question. Many people think, what a ridiculous question. How can you be a professional at something that we learned when we were babies? But the answer actually is perhaps it's paired with holding space, deep listening, a capacity for extremely strong boundaries, the ability to manage the sometimes deeply upsetting stories that people bring about what's going on in their lives without trying to fix, holding, doing a lot of emotional labor while being very generous with our physical forms, which means being mindful of safety, well being, and our own capacity as fellow human beings. So it's a wellness modality. How about that? It's a wellness modality that many people who are like, this is my dream job, probably would be very well suited to. And yet, if you were to go through a certification program, because it's been around for years enough that some of myself and my colleagues, we run certification programs. Some people were just like, oh, I thought it would just be like laying around and eating bonbons, but actually, it's a deeply. God, we must be present. We must be professional. And deeply loving of our fellow human beings when they come in all shapes and forms. And what I mean by that in shapes and forms, I mean somebody who might disagree with you, somebody who might come from such a completely different mindset or comes with a host of problems that you want to get in there and fix, but it's not your business to. All of that.
First of all, our
Yeah.
producer Kate is telling me it is literally your birthday today.
Today's my birthday. I picked doing this and meeting you on my birthday.
Oh my gosh, you are an empath. You are giving. You are generous. And we are very lucky to be a very small
Thank
little
you.
birthday gift for you, I hope. I guess I understand that your role as a professional cuddler, okay, based on everything you said, is to be present, to not be a therapist. That's not your job, okay, to take up space and allow them to take up space. But like, we have to go back to the beginning. How did
Yeah.
you decide to become a professional cuddler, and tell me about the first time you professionally cuddled?
It actually started because I saw, I was doing a lot of business travel. My background is training, corporate training, and I would get very lonely on the road. And one time I was reading an in flight magazine and I saw an image of people in pajamas, adults, cuddling kindly, like loving on each other. I didn't know that there was a whole practice that had been around for a bit. I would call it the revolutionary, evolutionary people who of cuddle party. They created these events in New York and it just went off like gangbusters internationally. Everyone wanted to know, how can adults platonically cuddle for well-being? And I, in Los Angeles, wanted to find something like that. And it took me years because nothing around that I was aware of was being offered like that. And finally, when I found an event, I was so excited. And what wound up happening, the facilitator gave some guidelines on boundaries and consent. It was wonderful. People were very kind there because people are drawn to this type of thing because they generally have a big heart or could really use a hug. And I found myself sandwiched between two people I had never met before. And it was the first time in my life, spooning, and somebody in front of me, somebody behind me. And you know what? We didn't talk small talk. We talked big talk. We had a deep conversation. And typically, it was a Sunday night, I recall. Typically, I'm so aware, what time is it? And tomorrow morning, I've got to get back on the job and produce, produce, produce. But instead, I woke up the next morning deeply relaxed, feeling connected to people in the world and myself. And I had no idea there was something called oxytocin, not OxyContin, oxytocin.
That's different. That's
Was
different, babe.
some right? Some scientists call it the cuddle chemical, the
Mhm,
hug
mhm.
hormone,
Mm.
and it's we get high on our own supply. It improves my sleep, so I didn't realize why I slept so well. And not only that, it boosts heart health. It literally heals the heart. Um, and boosts the immune system and then lowers the cortisol levels, which you're probably familiar with, the stress hormones, all from not taking a pill, but for being able to hold hands or share a kind, safe, consensual hug with a fellow human being. We are so powerful for each other. I got so into it that I immediately started to reverse engineer the whole experience.
How long have you been doing this then?
I celebrated 10 years in November.
You've been
Thank
doing
you
this
so
a
much.
Wow.
while.
Yes, and even before that, frankly, I was offering it in within communities, within meetups where people were already vetted. But 10 years from when I actually hung up a shingle and said, I am offering these events to the public. And I've become quite seasoned from them, so much so that now I train other people to lead these types of events. And so they're happening around the country and sometimes abroad. And it makes me feel like a very proud person with a legacy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like a regular clients that you see weekly? That like how does that work?
Yeah. So great question. I will tell you this. Over the course of the years, I have begun to practice my one on one practice less. Having said that, I just had a first time client last week, a woman, and wanting some tender loving care and um, trusting me. She had been looking at this work for a whole year before she said yes to this and was ready to try.
Mm,
And that's when I know somebody will be a right client for my services. Is even at the event, some people want to hear something funny.
yeah.
Some people will go to the event and they will have a friend outside with their car on the curb with the car running, like
Mm-hmm.
as if they had to run away because it
Yes.
was the weird people. It's not the weird people, it's the sweet people. But they were
Mm.
concerned. And so they had a buddy on the outside just to make sure they were safe.
Oh, that's so
That
sweet.
is so sweet.
Yeah.
How like big are these
Mhm.
events you put on? Or does it range? Does it
I
vary?
just put on an event on Saturday and there were 26 of us.
Wow. And then do people
I
like
like that
buddy
amount.
up?
Or do we
Sorry.
all
Oh,
cuddle together?
Yeah, are we like how's the cuddling work in a
great
group?
question. The most important thing about these events is that there is no touch required. So that's an important piece. Some people are going there to practice saying no thank you, interestingly. Not
What?
everybody wants to
Okay.
hug all the people. Some people actually are wanting to build trust in a safe environment, to practice saying no, to practice saying yes, and then changing their minds. There's even a space set aside called the Solo Salon, a place for quiet where no one will disturb you or chat with you. So you could take a little break, sort of see what's going on. It's for introverts who want to take some time to themselves in the experience. My colleagues at Cuddle Party have this great statement. They say tears and laughter are both welcome. And that freedom creates incredibly creative experiences. Yeah. I'm so
Oh,
into it,
What?
as you can tell. So the
No,
one-on-one
Wild.
I
practice,
love that.
I do
It must.
certify people in the one-on-one practice. I do
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm so happy to have the skills to bring somebody into my heart, to hold somebody who might need to cry, to laugh, or to have quiet and just listen to music while we snuggle up. I love to be able to do that. But my real happy space is when I get to have conversations with curious folks like you. This is fun. This is a highlight
Mm,
of my week.
mm.
When I
Ours too.
and because you're media savvy, you'll appreciate this piece. I am envisioning an unscripted series.
Okay. Based
Hmm.
in the cuddle
Okay.
genre.
Uh-huh. So I had a colleague. My colleague is Faye, and Faye is no longer cuddling. Faye focuses on trauma healing and recovering in her practice now. But the show at first was called Jean and Faye Cuddle the World. But now, if it was Jean cuddles the world, but if you see that on a marquee, it'll look maybe to you like Jean,
Jean.
like a guy with a French name. So I'm like, well, that won't work if somebody doesn't know me. So now I want to call it the Cuddle Lab.
Oh my God. I love the Cuddle Lab. I'm a marketer at heart.
Thank
So
you.
we can market, we can
Yeah.
package,
Yes.
absolutely anything. I'm like,
Thank you.
I have like, dare I say, more questions than I can even begin to bring up. So let's even like rapid
Hmm.
fire for a second because I need to know. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what is your favorite cuddle position you personally today, right now? Like, what are we liking to do? Big spoon, little spoon, sitting up, laying down, headstand.
Right. My colleague Sam created one called the Lap of Luxury. One person
Ooh.
is seated,
Hmm.
maybe with their back against the wall. Another
Okay.
person is hugging their leg, and their leg, like the upper leg, is like a pillow, like they're holding that person's upper leg like a teddy bear.
Okay.
And that means the person who's seated can, with consent, gently play with their hair or caress their face or their
Oh.
shoulder. So recently an event I was attending where I'm like, I could really use some TLC. That's what I wanted to ask for. Like, can I please just curl up? And will the grown-ups just talk to each other while I curl up here and get a caress?
You
And
deserve it. I have a
that's
genius
favorite.
idea. Gene, I have a genius idea. It's called the Cuddle Sutra. It is a book, okay, that shows every single cuddle position that you have invented, that you know. And then, hear me out, we have a book with 365 days, and it is a daily devotional about personal attention, consent, and a new cuddle position of the day. All rights reserved. Tyler
Oh
Mount,
my God,
2025.
genius.
Okay, so the Cuddle Sutra already exists.
I'm a
It is
genius.
Tyler.
book.
I'm a genius.
It is a book.
I'm a
It's
genius.
a lovely book. Having said that, the every day of the year sounds like a really fun. I'm a writer. I would really enjoy writing that book.
Could be
Thank you.
There you
fun.
go.
I get 10%.
Yeah.
Don't forget it, Gene. Okay.
What just
Then-
happened?
You see, it was a verbal contract. A verbal contract. We have it written down.
And it's recorded.
It is recorded, as Ashley says. Gene, what is, I need the, we're here for the nitty gritty. What is the most, if you don't mind me asking, and if you do, you might just have to answer anyway. What is the most you've ever been paid to cuddle?
Mm-hmm.
Do we make
There
good
was a
money
time-
cuddling?
Okay, I'll just say the thing. My events, a person can pay somewhere between 30 and 80 depending on what's going on with their finances. It's a 3-hour event. And when the fires were in Los Angeles where I live, there was also some grief focused pay zero, come please be my guest. So certain times that feels appropriate. Having said that, you're really asking about the one-on-one cuddling. Back when I started, my colleagues were like 60. Could we even push it to 80? But now many of us are charging 150. I charge 200.
Let's go.
The most I've charged was 300. And the reason I was charging that is I actually wanted less clients. There was a time when I just needed less clients. I charged more. But what I do for that amount is I actually begin with a video call with somebody. So I get face to face with them and find out what their needs are. So they get almost half an hour to 45 minutes with me just in a pre-session. That's kind of free. They have to pay $50 just to get that. So I make sure that they have skin in the game for the conversation. Because I'm sure you can imagine there's a lot of vetting that's needed. As this work can be conflated with sex work. Some sex workers do use the word snuggle or cuddle, so it can be confusing. No shade on sex work. They are my cousins. We are all doing great, important work for humanity. But anyway, it's important for the cuddler to have extremely good radar and good boundaries and a good vetting system. But anyway, I generally have a video call with somebody and then we set up a time and then they'll pay the rest and it's a $200 thing.
Look, I love that, Ashley. You and I need to start doing this professionally. I'm
No,
quitting my job.
literally.
But like, I wish we could just do it together. Like
I know,
somehow
I'm like,
a benefactor paid us $200 to cuddle together.
To cuddle together. Yeah, that'd be
That's
perfect.
it. Watch movies.
Benefactor,
Yeah.
both of you, I'm sure, would be great at it and people would love to cuddle with you. No benefactor.
the issue
needed.
is
They're
we
called
don't
We
want
don't really
anyone-
want to cuddle with them.
Them.
Is the issue.
You see what I'm saying? We just
But we
want
would
to
like
have
to
an
get paid to
exorbitant
cuddle.
amount of money to
Yes.
not cuddle with others, but
Yeah.
just with each other, right?
And
so we're
Henry,
gonna have to
his
work out
dog.
that. We have to work that plan out.
Yeah, I
Gene,
think somebody would pay to watch that.
now that's an idea, Ashley. Okay,
There you go.
she has some skin in
I
the game
call
too.
it, and this is my
Yeah.
idea, no 10%,
Yeah.
the cuddle channel.
100%. The cuddle channel,
The cuddle channel would
cuddle
be
TV.
that you would, and it would be authentic, good, sweet, kind people, because when we see people being kind to each other, it also does good things for our brains and our sense of what humanity is about. And so you would go to the cuddle channel and maybe it would be somebody showing you some self cuddles. I just learned one called the butterfly cuddle.
Let's try, Ash.
You
Ooh,
take your
let's
thumbs
see it.
like this. You put it on your own chest and then you tap yourself because that's a nice thing for your vagus nerve,
Mm.
and then take a breath.
This is like
Soothing,
EFT
Oh.
tapping,
self-soothing.
right?
Oh. That actually is quite
Yeah.
nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather do that than work. I'm gonna be honest.
There you go.
What was
Oh.
really cute is that I saw a child on YouTube demonstrating the butterfly cuddle, and I was like, "All
Mm.
right, that's a thing.
Put
I
Put
love
it in my
that.
toolkit." Yeah.
There you
No
go.
questions asked. Now, you've obviously encountered, without, being too graphic, you've obviously encountered some probably weird people despite your best efforts to talk about consent and to pre-screen, right? Like, it what is the quick version of the most, dare I say, awful or uncomfortable cuddling experience that Jean has had? Because it must exist.
Yeah, so the mistake that I made, that's a great cautionary tale for students, is when a client uses a pseudonym of a pseudonym of a pseudonym, that's already
Mm.
questionable. These days, I certainly have somebody who shows me their ID and sends it through like Signal or WhatsApp in an encrypted app. So we know who they are. I also have a bookend of a safety buddy before and after my sessions, all of these great protocols. Having said that, another red flag is if somebody like is like, I want it today, give me my session today, and then disappears.
Mm.
There's something about the urgency. There's something about the squirreliness that I knew something was wrong. And then I went to the person's social media because I'm doing a full vetting process, and they seemed really angry. And
Mm.
there's plenty of reasons to be angry in this, but they seemed like they're like a not a mature level of anger, and they weren't holding their anger. There's a lot of blaming going on.
Got it.
And so what that turned into, luckily it was never felt unsafe, but the person clearly was looking for some like a sexual service. Um, I just felt it was just so uncomfortable. I tried to redirect what they were doing, and it was just so awkward. I don't think they were trying to harm me, but also it was just like a shit show. Can I say
Mhm.
shit show on your show?
Of
Yes,
course, you can
please.
say whatever you want.
It was a shit show. Um, I just, I was just talking to them during it saying, why, maybe what would have been best for you would be this other service. But sometimes people have so much sexual shame, and yet their bodies are their bodies, which are needing sexual expression as simply human beings who are sexual, that they have no outlet. And then they have to act squirrely and find themselves in what's supposed to be in a platonic session. So, wah, wah.
Womp
I missed
womp.
I skipped a lot of red flags because I'm like, oh, he needs me.
You were
And
just
and
looking
that's
for the
the
best in people.
Yeah, we're looking
sure.
for the
And
best.
one needs to have a really astute radar for well-being, for safety. So we cannot be overriding our judgment to think we
Mhm.
can save the world. Nobody's that big. So
Mm.
instead, have good judgment, use your intuition, and trust yourself. You need to end a session, end a session. That's what I say.
There you go.
Hmm.
I have a question bringing it back to events and your one-on-one sessions.
Yeah.
Are there like, I don't want to say props, but like, do we have like beds, couches? Are there like stuffed animals, like spa music? Like,
Pillows,
what does the
Oh
like
feathers.
my gosh,
session look
such
like?
a great question. So, a lot of times I like to have calming music because many people are entering in from a busy LA life and they need to chill. They need to
Mhm.
have time away from their phones. They need to regulate their nervous system with quiet and peace. Having said that, I used to do these events twice a week for a whole year, and every Saturday night I wanted to be a different theme. So one of my themes was Pink Floyd Planetarium. And without
Ooh.
any
That's
drugs, but we
specific.
had
That is specific.
so we listened to Pink Floyd, and then there were twinkle lights and like a nebula crossing the ceiling, and we just laid around as if we were uh smoking pot, I suppose, but we weren't. We were just getting high on oxytocin. But I have also put on upbeat music to help people shake it off. And quite
Love it.
often, people will just start dancing wildly because they are happy.
They're
Mm.
just free to be. I love that. Have you, being based in LA, ever cuddled with a celebrity?
Yes.
Are you
Oh
allowed to
boy.
disclose or were there NDAs
Well,
involved?
it was okay. Where do I begin?
Let's hear.
One
The
very
beginning.
Okay. Guess what? I did not know this person's name. So I was set
Oh,
to do something with the media. It was going to be on camera. It was all scheduled. And the producers like put names on these cushions. And I'm like, okay, these are names of people. And one of the names was Karamo.
oh my God. From
Oh,
Queer
Oh,
Eye?
yes, it
from Queer
was.
Eye.
And I was like,
Stop.
who's that? I
Stop.
didn't know what the title
Karamo,
was.
Queer
I
Eye.
just didn't know the name, but of course I knew the person.
Yes,
And
of
so
course.
I got to organize a cuddle event, and Karamo was there. That was
Oh,
thrilling.
Oh,
I got a
that
picture. We
is
got a
lovely.
picture together. We got a selfie.
he
And
seems like a good cuddler, honestly.
okay, and now this next person's going to be like a quiz for you all, if you can remember the person's name.
God,
Ooh.
She is an activist, and she is an advocate actor. She was on the show The Good Place. She was called the
Susan
giraffe
Sarandon.
on The Good Place.
I don't know. Wasn't Susan Sarandon an activist?
Wait, no,
No,
The
I'm
Good
talking
Place
about
is
The Good Place with Ted
yes.
Danson.
I'm
And
so bad.
Kristen Bell?
Yes, and Kristen Bell. So this was the character who was known as the tall giraffe. She's a wonderful actress. I can't think of her name, but I believe, I think she's British. Anyway,
Mm,
I know who you're talking
yes.
about.
And her
Like,
activism is relating to her weight. Like she had eating issues
mm.
and tremendous body image issues, and she's willing to speak her mind about expectations and body dysmorphia and stuff like that. So she's amazing.
wait, she played the other like female lead on the show. She
Yeah,
played like Tahani.
yeah,
I don't know her
yeah.
name, but oh my
Tahani.
God.
Jamila Jamel.
Oh, look
Yes.
at you.
Did you just
Thank
look?
you.
Okay, somebody just texted you. Yay,
Well, yes.
Jamila.
Our producer Kate is always in my ear, always letting me know what's up, right?
Yes. Thanks,
That's
Kate.
fantastic. I love this. Now,
Yeah.
on this note, I'm here for the sensational, okay? So, oxytocin. Yes, not oxycontin.
Mhm.
Oxytocin. You have a
Yes.
spike
Yes.
of oxytocin naturally.
Mhm.
We as humans can be together and we have the power inside our brains to heal each other. Isn't that kind of cool? I love how you said that. My question is, okay, what else releases a lot of oxytocin? Ecstasy, MDMA, okay? You use that
Breastfeeding.
at a, oh, I haven't
Oh,
breastfed in a long time. Not saying that I've done ecstasy
Well, you're
either.
missing out. No, I haven't
Oh, let
ever
me
either.
I love it. Okay, something I'm probably not trying, the whole breastfeeding thing, but allegedly, if you do MDMA ecstasy, you are hungover the next day. Do you
Yeah.
experience
like a come
oxytocin
down.
hugging hangovers? A hugging hangover, a hugover.
It can happen, and I wrote a blog on the subject of oxytocin drop.
Do
So
tell the dark
I have
side of cuddling.
I have
The dark
great
side.
news. I have tried twice MDMA, and that drop is hell.
Okay, noted. Will not
Hell.
try.
And therefore, I will never do it again because my body do not like it. It's too depressing after it.
My body
What
do not like
happens,
it.
however, what can happen for those of us who have enough hugs in our day to day, and then all of a sudden get a beautiful influx of the good feeling. Sometimes a day or two later, a person can feel down and low. And I believe it's because they may be having a lack in their, what I call ODO, optimum daily oxytocin. I believe
Oh,
that just as a person might plan their meals for the week, and just as they might plan their exercise for the week, those of us who are planners and care about our bodies and our health and our minds, I
Guilty.
recommend you look to the week to say, where are my hugs coming from? Who can give me a shoulder rub? Who can I hold hands with? So that we
Ashley.
make sure that
amen.
throughout the week we are having some human connection. So if a person is feeling that low, what I recommend is that they look to find out where can they hold hands with a friend. Instead of being across from somebody at the Starbucks, can you be next to your friend and maybe hold hands while you sip and look at people and enjoy conversation, so that maybe there's a connection here hand to hand.
Mm.
Also, eye contact with a dog apparently boosts your oxytocin. And whenever
Get
I say
Henry.
that, the The reason I say it is because they did a study on it. But when I put that out in the world, somebody goes, I get high looking at my snake. I get high looking at my gerbil.
Ugh,
Okay. And
no,
your cat.
thank you.
All of the animals are lovely, but there was a study specifically that if you get eye contact with a dog, you can get a boost.
Oh, I love that. I look at my little puppy dog
Yeah.
Henry and I get a little boost, a little woof
You want to
woof.
hear something else that blows my mind? First of all, Henry sounds adorable. Is Henry around?
Henry's
Henry,
perfect in every
come here.
single way.
Come here.
Oh,
Here he
appreciate
comes.
it.
He's a waddling.
Okay.
Come here, Bubba. Come here.
Not
Waddle on
waddling.
over.
Come on.
No, he is.
When you
He's
say
so
waddle, it makes me
dramatic.
think a bulldog,
Oh, Henry, come here.
maybe a pug.
Oh, here he comes. Come on. Okay. There
cute
he
dog.
is.
Hi, buddy.
This is Henry.
Oh, hi.
He acts like
he's
he has
so
the toughest
sweet.
life. We love him though.
He does have a tough.
what were you
like,
gonna
you're
ask,
not
Ashley?
petting him right now.
Okay, yes. So there's another way that blew my mind.
Okay,
If
let's hear.
you are around deep enriched soil, and you put your fingers in it like you are doing gardening and stuff, apparently we can get a boost of oxytocin, which means our bodies were intended to be in connection with the earth in a quite literal way. That we're getting high on each other, or at least we're certainly getting something from it. So hands in the soil, what Deepak Chopra, one time I attended a talk from Deepak Chopra, calls earthing. So feet in the sand, touching a leaf, feet in the grass, hands in the soil. These practices on the daily help us with our well-being too.
I unfortunately hate touching nature, but I do
Me
know
too.
people love
It's
to
dirty.
touch grass.
Wait
Yeah,
a
I don't like
minute.
my fingers
I'll
in
get
there.
barefoot on the grass. That's
Yeah,
fun.
barefoot, sure. My fingers in the soil, I'm freaking out.
Are
Okay,
you?
well, just so you know, if
Yeah.
you even just touch your face, you are touching nature. You are a mammal.
Oh,
You're a
Okay, that I could
You
do.
are a mammal.
that I could do. That I could put up
so
with.
cute. Yeah, we're mammals.
Wait,
Cute
is
mammal.
there anything that you suggest people do before having a session with you, attending an event, in order to like optimize how much oxytocin they release, they feel?
Well, I think to have the best of times, read up on the person that you're going to cuddle with, read up on the event, see if there are any testimonials or comments out there so you can make sure you're putting yourself in good hands. As professional cuddling, I certify people, but not everybody out there is choosing to get training. And some of those folks are amazing at it. And others aren't, their heads maybe aren't in the right place. Don't just assume if somebody says they're a cuddle therapist or a professional cuddler that they're great at it. Be a good consumer. Same with the cuddle events you may attend. So I'm proud to say that here in Southern California, where I live, many people have gotten trained up using the Cuddle Sanctuary style and method. I've certified them. I'm super proud. And so many of the folks, if I wanted to go to an event nearby, like, I know it's good. Because I know they liked the style in which that I do it. They wanted to have some of those tools and they use those tools. So I'm like, yay, team. Cuddle Party has a very specific way of doing where the guidelines are very clear, and we're all brothers and sisters in this movement called cuddling.
Well, I'm going to ask the question. Every single person is listening. I mean, every person right now who is listening is thinking, okay, I've been thinking it this entire time, and I'm just going to boldface ask you, okay? Within the confines of consent, okay, understanding you're not a sex worker, even though there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Even though you're obviously not planning orgies, okay? Again, nothing wrong with planning an orgy. That's just not what you're doing, okay? My question is, inevitably, when we are connected with people, we also can't remove the fact that we are sexual beings. I'm not saying an orgy has broken out, but like, have you seen people start being, I don't want to say sexually intimate, but like cuddling, kissing, making out, handsy? Do we eventually have to shut it down? Like, you know how this could accidentally, despite being consensual, get out of control like a tumbleweed rolling down a hill. It starts with the cuddle, and we're literally 18 people, orgy fist deep in our neighbor. Like, how do we stop that?
Did he just say that?
He did.
I think he said.
Consent.
All right.
Consent.
Hilarious answer. First of all, one person saw cuddling on video, and in the bottom of the comment, it was a negative comment. It was so funny, it's worth repeating. He said, "That looks like a florgy," because we were all cushions on the ground. Anyway, I thought that was adorable.
Love florgies.
Not a
Having said
florgy.
that, the guidelines are clear. And having said that, yeah, sometimes people have chemistry and their cuddles start to like look very romantic. And it's my
Okay.
job to just go to the two and go, "Hey guys, it's looking from across the room a little bit sexy. Can you make an adjustment?" That's all. It's just my job to say, just break it up, kids, break it up. It's rare because everyone knows the guidelines. Having
I
said
guess that's
that,
true.
humans are humans. Humans are humans, but it is my job to make sure that what I have promised the event is the event from beginning to end. Because if two people might have been like, "Oh, if only we could just," somebody else might have trauma in the room and freak the fuck out.
Of
And so
course.
we don't play with that. We make promises about what this event is. And you know what? You might be surprised by this. This is new for me, but I'm borrowing and using a technique used by my colleagues at the LA Cuddle Club, who do a terrific job of keeping their communities safe. And what they suggest is if you meet somebody for the first time at Cuddle Sanctuary, the community guidelines is that you don't hang out with them after. And in fact, you stay out of touch with them for 5 days.
God, I was
Because
hoping there were like meet cutes at the cuddle party.
You know what? There can be, and people have had some beautiful comings together. Some people have had gorgeous relationships since then. However, I don't want you, when you are high and drenched with the cuddle chemicals, making decisions about your body, making decisions
Makes sense.
that might be overwhelming for
Makes
you as
sense.
you kind of pop out of it a few days later. Instead, let's have a few days apart, get back to our right minds, and then make choices about how we date. Oh, you're
Have
doing
you
a
ever had
butterfly job.
clients get married after meeting at an event?
I have not experienced any wedding that I'm aware of, but
I'm like, do they
but
invite you because you like made it happen?
some people have thought that somehow I was anti-romance or anti-erotic. So they're like, "I'm sorry, but we hooked up." And I'm like, "Why are you apologizing?" And it's because they think that because I'm talking about a platonic event in a very specific context, that any context, somehow I'm not into it. That is not true. But maybe the reason that they're feeling sheepish is that they actually met, at my event. All good.
Yeah.
All good.
But what a great way to meet.
Wait a minute. What am I talking about? All right. There are two people I'm thinking of right now, and I've just remembered that two amazing people, and because of confidentiality, will not say their names, but they know who they are.
John and Sarah. It's John and Sarah.
John and Sarah.
Okay.
They are engaged and or married. I might be out of touch enough that they might have gotten married.
Okay, congrats.
Yes, and yes. So
Congrats. Talk about a way to bring the podcast home, Jean. Honestly, talk about cuddles turned to lifelong love. On behalf of Ashley and I, have to thank you for your time today. I love meeting new people. We love meeting new people, and I never know who I'm going to meet until you show up. And I'm going to be honest, I'm glad it was you, Jean, and I'm glad that you agreed to spend your birthday with us. So another glorious, cuddly, warm, soft, silky happy birthday to you.
Happy
obviously,
birthday.
Before you go, we obviously need our friends who are listening to find out more about you. So if we want to get in on the cuddle movement, tell everyone where we can find you, where we can find this cuddle movement, and how we can snuggle up with you.
All right. Well, first of all, in honor of the day, I have created a coupon code for listeners of this podcast. So if these folks enter the word Tyler when they're trying to pay, I have a product called the Self-Soothing Toolkit, the Cuddle Sanctuary Self-Soothing Toolkit, and your listeners can have 50% off. So where would you find that? You would find it at cuddlesanctuary.com. That's where you can find me. That's where people can go if they're interested in having me be a presenter or a speaker or lead a cuddle in your city. It's where producers can come to me and say, I need to produce the Cuddle Lab. It's where you can sign up for my blog whenever I'm blogging, and it's where you can get lots of information about cuddling and ongoing events. You can learn about professional cuddlers who are trained with Cuddle Sanctuary
Mm-hmm.
around the country and around the globe. And it's where you can learn about training.
Wow. What a gift.
Jean, the cuddling machine.
I thought you were going to go cuddling queen.
Oh, the cuddling queen, the cuddling machine. Okay. We are so thankful. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for giving that incredible offer to our listeners here at Wildly Unprepared.
Yay.
I know that I need some self-soothing. Tonight, I'll be butterfly hugging and cuddling myself because that kind of feels good. Jean, thank you for joining us today, and we can't wait to cuddle with you soon.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
both
you.
of you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was wild.
That was crazy. In the best way. I learned so much. Actually, a lot of my life now makes sense because the way I just force people to hug me whenever I see them. And I'm like, wow, I just needed the oxytocin.
You're like an oxytocin fiend, but you also didn't hear the whole spiel about consent. You got to ask. You got to set boundaries.
I'm like, get in these arms. Just kidding. I know the people.
Okay.
Get in it. Okay. Anyway.
Oh
Imagine
my God,
a nice
hear me
crew
out.
neck LA Cuddle Club. It's like two little, like a little graphic of two little babies hugging or something. I don't know. We could work with it.
What if we have hoodies that share one arm? You know what I mean? So you're constantly in the same hoodie with someone.
Oh my God.
What
oh my
if
God.
we
I know
have
what you need. I know what you need.
Matching cuddle friendship bracelets. One arm connects to the other arm.
Oh my God,
Genius.
it's like magnetic. Oh my God, but you know what you need?
What do I need,
that
babe?
Gap base hoodie. I think I told you about it. It has like a neck pillow in the hoodie. So you get that, you blow it up with a straw, right? But then you also have the arm connecting and you also have the magnetic sleeves. That is a cuddle circle right there. You're ready to go.
Ash, be honest with me. Is a cuddle puddle, like a cuddle party, right for you? Is that your vibe?
I've been to several.
Be for real. You have not been to the LA Cuddle Club.
Did I say that? How many times have I been in a cuddle puddle with my friends? A million. And you've been there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like an organized event where you show up and cuddle with strangers to release oxytocin.
Yeah, the stranger part of it kind of throws me off. I know you're allowed to be like, no, but I just want to if I'm cuddling, I want to be like laying in bed and cuddling.
Getting in there.
Yeah, I force Henry to cuddle with me all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, and no one in the room is going to be shocked, but it's like, if I went, it would be like a dating thing to me. And so the whole, we're just going to hug strangers. And
then you're like, I can't talk to you for 5 days.
And I can't
I knew you were asking that question for yourself.
Yeah,
you're Hinge isn't really working. Let me get in on the LA Cuddle Club.
Oh, maybe honestly, it would be a good change of pace. Instead of going on first dates, you just go to the Cuddle Club.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Like-minded individuals together in a room. Pro cuddlers. Imagine you met someone who didn't like cuddling.
Cuddlers.
That'd be crazy.
Because politics is so divisive, I'm trying to find something that we can all be pro, right? And so maybe cuddling is it. Maybe we can all just get down with cuddling.
You don't think tacos could be that?
Oh, we love a taco.
Who isn't pro taco? Look, I literally just have Taco Bell sauces sitting on my bed waiting for me.
You are
in case
unhinged?
I need a taco.
Wait, it's literally sitting on your bed?
Yeah, because I had to move everything from my desk so I just threw it on my bed.
So you just have Taco Bell hot sauce on your bed?
Just right this second, but otherwise it was on my desk, yes.
For what purpose?
In case I need it.
For what purpose?
Sometimes I eat lunch at my desk and I need a little hot sauce.
And you love the Taco Bell hot sauce specifically?
Well, the reason I have so many of them is because I just went to Taco Bell in person, okay? And I had to stock up on sauces because one thing about Uber Eats is they never give you a goddamn sauce. I literally request 15 every single time. So now, not only do I have a full-size Taco Bell sauce that I got, But I also, whenever I can, I get the packets. I travel with them. I just like I can't have Taco Bell without the sauce. It's terrible. It's not terrible. I do it all the time. It's delicious. But you know what I mean? Like, you need the full experience. I'm
You are,
sweating. Are you sweating?
and no, you are unhinged. Like, have you been tested for autism? And like your autism is Taco Bell?
Okay.
I'm not immune over here. I have my
I know,
own
Mr.
autisms.
Lighting.
Yeah, I want good lighting in my home.
Well, whose lighting looks better right now?
It depends what you define good lighting as.
That's true. Yours looks kind of cinematic. Mine's just really like bright.
cinematic. Oh, that was pretty good. Did you hear that?
No, I can't hear you with these headphones on.
You be sweet to me.
I'm sorry. We got to get back to cuddling.
I'm going to be honest.
I just didn't know
really
like
enjoyed
so
that.
much went in. Like, it just really opened my mind because I didn't. And it makes sense, right? It could be therapeutic. Like, it's about boundary setting. Like, there's like so much more to cuddling than just laying in bed with a person.
And the thing
or a
that really
dog.
struck me is her passion for it.
No, I'm obsessed. She loves it.
I'm obsessed with her obsession.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think it's
the
endearing.
fact
I
that the
think it's
Cuddle
cute.
Sutra already exists, I'm like, I need this community like in the forefronts. Maybe
What do you
they
mean in
should
the
be leading.
forefront?
Like, they need to be like leading the nation. I had no idea this existed.
Oh, what if that
would
is a
heal
new
the
political
world.
party? Oh,
Well,
you have the
they got my vote.
Republicans, the Democrats, and the Cuddlers.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of world peace to be had at cuddling, you know?
I'm going to say it couldn't get worse, but LOL. We'll see what tomorrow brings. You know what I mean?
Yikes.
Yikes. And on that, Ashley, I have to thank you for another fantastic day here at Wildly Unprepared.
You're welcome.
Do you have any closing thoughts about Taco Bell or anything to leave you guys with?
No, I'm just still sweating.
Because you were talking about Taco Bell.
It just gets me so excited, I guess.
Okay, cool. We'll let you sweat over there while I remind everyone listening. Thank you again for your time, for your energy, and for your love.
And for
Be
your
sure-
cuddles.
And your cuddles. Be sure to check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, you can follow me on social at Tyler G. Mount. Can't wait to see you next time. I hope you're prepared because I certainly won't be.
Oh,
Love you, Ashley.
Love you.
I love you most.
I love you the most.
Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most. Love you most. Love you most. I love you the 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 most.
You muted it, but that was cool.
When does my album drop from this? Like, are you guys going to do a compilation or something?
No. The
What
episode's
do
already
you
done.
mean?
Of I love you the most. I love you the most.
I don't know, just anything. I feel like you can make like an EP out of me on this mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you doing dolphin noises?
No.
Would you cuddle with a dolphin?
Did you hear about those dolphins that are doulas? You can get a dolphin doula.
No, but actually we need to run it back because I'm actually still mad you don't remember us cuddling.
What do you mean? I
You
remember
said
us
you didn't
cuddling. We
remember
cuddle all
us
the time.
technique though.
We had a special cuddling technique called the
Yes.
snuzzle.
Yes.
What was special about it? I just call cuddling snuzzling.
No, you did that. I feel like you did that after because there was like a leg hook.
Did we get consent?
No, you just always shoved your leg around my legs.
You liked
No,
it,
I feel like
correct?
this. I did. I just feel like the snuzzle was us getting like as close as humanly possible.
Yeah, I would love to cut you open and get inside your dead carcass and sew you back up.
And that's
Like,
not
that
a
is how
cuddling
much-
technique now?
Yeah, but you can only do it once.
Yeah, but we talk about it a lot.
We do. You can only do it once.
And
You
you
can only
acted
cuddle
like
for
you
like 30
didn't
minutes
know
before you get
about it.
cold.
Well, that's
I could
why
put
we
you-
get a comforter.
No, but I'm saying if you're dead, I can only be inside your dead carcass for 30 minutes until it
Well,
gets cold.
get a goddamn comforter around my body or one of those heat blankets they give, like, you know.
A large heat blanket. Or we
Yeah.
could do this technique in the summer heat.
Or we could do it in Cabo because I've been dying to go.
And you would literally die in Cabo.
Oh my God. And then you could fill my body with tacos and margaritas, but no
And-
agua.
Hot. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't want to drink the water. This is really devolved. This is devolved. Okay,
It's called
Ashley.
giving Kate something to work with, okay?
We always give
Because I'm
Kate something to
carrying
work out.
your ass. Just kidding.
That's true.
just-
Dragging me through the podcast.
I don't know why. I
valley.
just love to roast you when I get in front of a microphone.
I'm all for it. I love the attention. Okay, Ashley, thanks for hanging out today.
I thought we were done.
We are. She's still recording.
Okay, I thought we were just talking.
No, she's not stupid. She doesn't hang up until we hang up. Wildly Unprepared is hosted by me, Tyler Mount, and Ashley Enterbag, executive produced by Kate McGarrigle in collaboration with Henry Street Creative. Please be sure to give us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform and tell your friends that you just found their newest obsession. We love you so much, and we couldn't do this show without you. Okay, I'm nervous and I don't know how to finish this, so you should just shut this off now. Is anyone still with me? Just my mom? Okay, bye, Yvonne.